The best defensive settings on NBA 2K22. A lot of players have been coming into my live stream asking me what are the best defensive settings to have on NBA 2K22. My player keeps sliding. Hopefully we could clear this up for you guys and help you guys get a better understanding on which defensive settings to have on your player for NBA 2K22. We're going to go into the options and then scroll down into controller settings, and when you go all the way to the bottom here, you'll see this defensive assist strength. Now mine's is currently at 50. It was the default for NBA 2K22, but one of the things that I've noticed in previous versions of 2K is that the defensive assist strength is exactly what will cause your player to slide on defense. Defense is much more improved than NBA 2K22, and I haven't noticed any weaknesses in my defense, so I'm gonna leave this at the default. But if you guys are noticing sliding and it caused you to go into your settings to find out what's the best defensive strength, I can say that in previous versions of 2K you would want to lower this something between 15 and 20, if not even lower, because the defensive assist strength would be the culprit, taking control of your player in certain situations, and then it becomes a struggle between you having control of your player versus the AI trying to maneuver your player to put your player in the best position, and that may not be the most ideal position that you would want for your player. So if you could lower this to 15 to 20, something around that range, if not take it off completely, that'll hopefully prevent you guys from sliding on defense. And to help you guys better understand how to stay in front of your opponent on defense is really a balance between holding your left trigger, your right trigger, and also your motion. Balancing between these things and understanding what each do. Your right trigger, you only want to press turbo when you're actually trying to get into position. So you want to do your work early on defense, get yourself into position, and then press L2. If you're consistently holding L2, then you're telling like 2K that you want to just move laterally. If you want to move laterally, then you're gonna move slower, and that's gonna like pull up your perimeter defensive attribute. That's where it's gonna pull from. So if you have a low perimeter defense, this means you have a low amount of lateral movement or lateral quickness. If you have a lower lateral quickness, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage moving laterally. So you want to make sure, especially with these ball handlers out there using their speed boost, if you're only gonna move laterally, then it's gonna create more of an opportunity for the offense to blow right past you. So it's really a matter of like holding R2 to get into position, or maybe not even pressing R2 if you don't necessarily need the turbo, save your energy, but get yourself into position and only press L2 when you're actually ready to set your feet. You're gonna make small adjustments while using L2. You're not gonna try to use L2 and get to a farther position. To get to a further position, first you will let go of L2, use your turbo to get into position. When you're in position, you're gonna make minor adjustments only while holding L2. If you feel your opponent has gotten too many steps away from you, you let go of L2, get yourself back into position, whether you just gotta move or use R2, your turbo, to move into position. Do that and then let go, press L2 to get yourself into position. That'll create more of an opportunity to activate the cleanse badge or activate like a hip riding type of defensive situation. Hopefully this information will help you guys become better defenders on NBA 2K22. I hope you found this video helpful and or informative, and if you did, please consider dropping a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, as we intend to have a ton of 2K22 content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.